and welcome to your daily COVID-19 update for today, Monday, January 17, 2022.
In terms of active cases, we are now at 11,494 active cases across the country. Over the last 24 hours, we would have had 897 new cases, and we'll continue testing. In terms of the regional breakdown, we have had in Region 1, 113 cases, Region 2, 265 cases, Region 3, 1,536 cases, Region 4, 7,118 cases, Region 5, 327 cases, Region 6, 669 cases, Region 7, 389 cases, Region 8, 47 cases, Region 9, 409 cases, and Region 10 with 621 cases. In terms of our hospitalization status, we now have about 128 persons in hospitals, with 88 of those persons at the Ocean View Hospital and 15 of them in the ICU. In terms of vaccination, adults first dose is at 417,714. That's about 81.4% of our adult population. And second dose is 304,403, or 59.3% of our adult population. 12 to 17, we have 31,761, or 43.5% of that age cohort. And second dose is 22,405, or 30.7% of that age cohort. Our booster doses is now at 27,256. In terms of pediatric deaths, since the pandemic started, we have had 15 deaths of children, some of them with comorbidities, and we continue to monitor and trying to decipher what is causing the deaths. For some of those children that would have been hospitalized, we know for sure some of the comorbidities that they've had and the challenges, because some of them, the prognosis was poor with the underlying disease, and then they got COVID, so that compounded or complicated the problem. In the last couple of days, we would have seen the 4 deaths of children, and this is something that we'll do some further investigation on, because of the 4, 3 of these children arrived at the hospital. They were dead before arrival to the hospital, so they didn't die in the hospital. So by the time the parent brought the child to the hospital, the child had already died. So we have had, so that's why we have to investigate these cases further. When the mother was interviewed, in some cases, we would have heard that the child was irritable the night before, had some fever, and by the next morning had difficulty breathing. And when on arrival at the hospital, when they did antigen tests, a swab, they found that the child was positive. So there are cases like this, so that's why we have to investigate them. So at least 4 of these cases, the circumstances where the child died before coming to the hospital, we need to get some more details. So that's something that is ongoing. Within the ministry, we have a small committee of doctors who are going to get these charts and review them more thoroughly and do some interviews with the family of these children.
You have been watching the daily COVID-19 update for today, Monday, January 17, 2022. I'm Natasha Smith-Thomas. Goodbye.